I see a foul darkness gathering around us. The forces of hell will soon overwhelm Leah.
Will the Soul Stone shatter?
No. You help Leah contain the energy within the stone, but the cost to her is high.
Tolerably. Why?
Oh, you were just quiet.
Soul Rippers are the bane of the living, creatures born of the endless malice churning within hell. Agile and swift, the Rippers cover ground quickly by latching onto prey with their enormous tongues, and then leaping on top of their victims. From this point, the Ripper cannot be deterred. It has begun to feast.
Away with you!
glimpse of the full host of hell, we will see them drown in our tide of sin. The girl is still weak, and their hero will not expect us to attack from below. Send in the ravening beast.
Dearest Jonathan, I hope this letter finds you well, and that life at Bastion's Keep is not too difficult. Arthur is growing up to be just like his father. I'm happy to hear you'll be back in time for his birthday, and I'll be praying every night for your safe return.
It is good that you've come along. Our lads are fighting with blades held to hilts by bits of string. They need better weapons if we are going to survive. Watch my back while I work. I'm heading to the end. Stay at my side. saved a lot of lives today. Thank you.
It is so dark down here.
My insight grows.
I have been fortunate enough to learn much of the barbarians' complicated history in my time. Yet the origins of these large, mighty warriors are hazy at best. Legend holds that they are the offspring of Bull Cathos, an ancient who embodied their ideals of strength, bravery, and courage.
demons are insidious. They will stop at nothing in order to seize this keep, and all the world with it.
Many centuries ago, King Corsic built Bastion's Keep to pen the barbarian threat in the north. After years of military disasters, the frustrated king led a large army out of the fortress and into the north to conquer the barbarians once and for all. Not one of them came back. Usually hears demonic tremors before seeing them. These behemoths move slowly and heavily, pounding the earth with their massive fists. Many a siege has been broken by the tremors' battering strikes, and many more enemies of the demons have been felled by their wrath. I pray that our world will never see them again.
Will do when the forces of hell are defeated.
Just ask him.
I dare not.
Are closing in! Raise your weapon!
is you.
Children of Bull Kathos settled in the northern steppes, an area that is now known as the Dreadlands. Theirs was primarily a nomadic and tribal culture, though they had a few permanent settlements such as Cesseron and Harogoth. A group of revered former warriors known as the Elder Council ruled the barbarians.
we've come so far already.
Inside your walls, and his hunger is ravenous. He will devour your corpse and those of your friends.
That is not possible. I am overburdened. I need to go back.
Let us seek our fortunes together. I'll take that off your hands. No.
May the battles never end. A fine choice. Thank you.
Will you study with me?
Thieves have their own studies.
Surely you jest.
Perhaps the world is not as simple as it seems from up there.
Up where?
Your ivory tower.
Good thought.
We will stand together against the shadows.
The barbarians have always defended their lands in the north from trespassers. They believe that it is their sacred charge to guard Mount Ariat and the world stone within it from the outside world. Unfortunately, their battle prowess and tenacity have been misinterpreted as bloodthirst and territorial savagery by soldiers in Westmarch.
Flows over our path. foul presence lingers below us. It seems to be getting stronger.
Years ago, Baal was loosed upon the world. He besieged the barbarian capital of Cesseron and used treachery to access the Worldstone Chamber, circumventing the three ancient guardians, Talik, Modok, and Korlik. In the end, he succeeded in corrupting the great artifact. Though Baal was slain by heroes, his damage was irreversible. Tormented stingers may resemble giant scorpions, but in truth, they are molded from the bodies of human sacrifices. The demons twist their victims into the stingers' distinctive forms by slicing open their chests and viciously mutilating their legs. Maddened by pain, these creatures can poison their prey with a single strike.
You're too kind. The demon. He's here.
one who killed Lord Belial. I will savor tearing the flesh from your bones.
Not enough essence.
Is the largest of Asmodan's sin lieutenants, and he possesses no less than 4 mouths. Though his voracious appetite is certainly his greatest weapon, his bile and, well, other noxious excretions are equally lethal. When last seen in battle, the Lord of Gluttony swallowed 6 angels whole, spears and all.
The human prisoners are panicking now. Oh, they must have noticed that fresh meat only comes after one of their number is dragged away, screaming. This will not hold. Slaughter the ones who starve themselves and feed them to their hungry flames. When those ones are fully stuffed, I will be ready to die.
I need to go back.
I can barely...
Empty victory over a useless tool. You have only delayed your inevitable destruction. Your walls have grown no stronger. Our assault continues unabated. The stone will still be mine.
What are you doing with your riches, Lyndon?
Living a life of depravity and overindulgence, naturally.
Please.
Fine. Perhaps I've found that my treasure is put to better use elsewhere.
That sounds suspicious.
We all have debts to pay, friend.
I've dug up some valuable new things. A caravan made it through with some new goods. You interested?
Terrifying noises were coming from the armory, so Tyrael went to investigate. He said if you were to return, I should send you there.
Time has flown by since I joined you in New Tristram. Look at us now. Who would have ever guessed we'd be here? And now, every passing hour brings us closer to our goal. Or do we have a chance?
The scales could ever tip in our favor.
You should give some thought to taking time for yourself, Cheldo. You can save the world tomorrow. Stay with us tonight. I'll buy drinks. We'll dance.
I cannot. It is unseemly.
I knew you'd say that. I really did.
Oh dear. That's a very resolute expression you're wearing. You may as well say what you're thinking.
I know you are not what you appear to be. But we are in the midst of battle, and you are idle. So you cannot be a warrior.
And why not? People can be anything they want, I say. The only limitation is time. And I've been alive for many years.
Is that it? You do not age as the rest of us do.
You become so serious about such things. You will grow old long before your time. Wouldn't you be happier to live like me?
I am losing control!
The Soul Stone seems stable now.
The demon's rage has been subdued.
Yes, but for how long? Our time grows short. We must take this fight to Asmodan.
To the battlefield, then. Our fight nears its end.
This war will never end for me. Even if we defeat all evil forever, I will carry the scars of this nightmare till the end of my days.
But you have reunited with your daughter.
I wish Leah could have the life I never had. But in truth, I fear she'll be damned as well.
And yet, I've never seen anyone who is as much a stranger to fear as you, Adria.
Can you feel the keep shuddering? Asmodan's siege weapons. Saving these walls will have meant nothing if they're reduced to rubble.
Indeed. I'll defend them.
We will not fail you, Seraph.
How did the eternal conflict begin?
Since time immemorial, the forces of heaven and hell fought for control of the sacred World Stone. Until the day it was stolen by renegades and used to forge your world. Since then, the forces of hell became more interested in corrupting mankind than in facing us on the field of battle.
We are their new weapons.
They knew that mankind would tip the balance of power forever, and very clearly, you have.
How was our world created?
To escape the eternal conflict, a group of renegade angels and demons came together and created a hidden paradise for themselves. They called this world Sanctuary. Eventually, they commingled. They gave birth to mankind. That is why you have both good and evil within you, and the power of both realms as your birthright. The power of your Nephilim ancestors was so terrifying to their parents that they tuned the World Stone to weaken them. They knew they had loosed something unimaginable upon creation.
I thought I was going to die when I saw the demon's rage escape from the Soul Stone. Tyrael and my friend fought them, but I couldn't help. It was like I was watching them through a haze. What is the Soul Stone doing to me? Asmodan must die soon. Then I will be myself again.
I told you, Marcus. I told you the demons would find a way up from underneath.
I heard that hero slaughtered a huge fat one in a larder. I've never eaten anything from there again.
Hold on. There he goes.
We hear you heading out onto the battlefields.
We'll hold the gates, but I don't think you need us to.
Maintain your vigilance. It will be needed before this ends.
When this is all over, we should have a family.
A what?
Children, Drian. We can have children.
That sounds wonderful. I think I'm needed back on the wall.
My doll isn't coming back, is he?
I have not seen him. Do you know what became of your mother?
She died on the first night. What should I do?
Remain calm. Your father will return to you if he can.
Let's play Defend the Keep. No. Why not? Because you want me to be the fat demon he killed.
I'm not afraid for myself. No mother wants to see their children die, let alone in a place like this.
You're going out there?
Yes.
Make sure you bundle up, huh? You should probably wear an extra layer or two. You can never be warm enough, I always say.
Yet you wear the same thing wherever you go.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's quite simple. I just tuck a few fire opals in my pockets and under my shirts, and I never get cold. As good as a pair of long underwear.
Things are looking up, Martyr. There's barely anything left to kill.
I knew you could do it.
There are other soldiers about besides me, if you haven't noticed.
No, I haven't.
Now's the time to run, isn't it? While there's a lull in the fighting?
It is never time to run.
The men look to you to lead them. When they see you laying waste to the demon hordes, they are heartened. As you go, so does this battle. Always remember that.